how the surpluses is going to have an effect. So simple demand, simple supply with an equilibrium. Okay, quantity, demand, supply, and the price. We all know what the consumer surplus and the producer surplus is before the tax has been imposed on it. When tax is imposed, we know that the supply curve shifts to the left. Okay, and then when it does, you have a new equilibrium quantity and a new equilibrium price. Okay, we know the tax rate right here, and let me mark that P2. Okay, right. Now let me give them numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, after the tax has been imposed, this is our scenario for now. Now what happens is the original before tax, right? Okay, so before tax, my original consumer surplus was 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, that was the original right here. This was my original before tax was imposed, right? And the original producer surplus was 4 plus 5 plus 6, and the society had a reasonable amount of consumer and producer surplus. Ignoring the elasticity seems equal in this case. Now when the tax is imposed, now scenario has changed. After tax, what has happened is, सबसे पहले तो government gets a tax. Okay, so what's the government tax region? Revenue. It is the vertical distance is the tax rate into the quantity. So area 2 and 4 is gone now. Okay, area 2 and 4 is gone to the government. Some from consumer, some from producer, depending on elasticity. It depends who's more of a chunk they're taking. Over here the burdens are exactly the same. The consumer surplus has shrunk because the prices went up. So your new consumer surplus is just area 1. Okay, because of the falling quantity and the rising price. After that, okay, what's the new producer surplus? Well, the producer surplus from area 4, 5, 6 has just come down to area 6, because this is the actual price they're getting. One would say, oh, they were getting P1 ka price, but P1 se P2 to government le gaya. Okay, so they're actually getting the P2 ka price. So that's their surplus. And there is something called the deadweight loss or the loss to society, which is area 3 plus 5, because nobody gets it now. It has been lost because of the reduction in the quantity. Some goes from the consumer, some goes from the producers.